and welcome to TalkinOmics, where we talk about money. And welcome to TalkinOmics, where we talk about money. And welcome to TalkinOmics, where we talk about money. And welcome to TalkinOmics, where we talk about money. And gotta adjust some audio settings here. So I was getting some feedback in the headphones there. All right. Thank you for joining us today. Today is February 10th. We are going to talk about some major news updates happening in crypto news, world events. Thank you for joining us on TalkinOmics. And if you're new to the channel, we go over daily the top news stories in crypto and general macro, micro, economic events, world events. So if you're into what's happening in the world today, shoot us a follow, shoot us a like. It helps us out. And let's get into it. So at the beginning here, we had something pulled up that you might have recognized us used before. We're going to do a quick rundown of what coin covered today. So Robinhood saw crypto trading revenue dip 24% in Q4, aimed to buy back shares seized by seized by the DOJ. For those that know, I definitely think stock buybacks are a massive issue. And if you've watched our other content, you know why. The fact that companies can continue to buy back their own stocks to leverage their assets, and it's not an overall great thing for the environment. Essentially, what happens is companies are constantly looking for a place to park their money, and they don't want to park it in a bank account because the bank account offers 1% on their assets, on 1% on money. Any bank account, really. I mean, sometimes 2%, but definitely less than the rate of inflation. So what companies do is they're like, where can I stick my money to preserve it? So they buy back their own stock because they project their company to grow by 10, 15%, whatever, which is going to be higher than the rate of inflation on money, and which is much higher than the rate of interest on a bank account. So that's why you see a lot of stock buybacks. And then as their stock rises, they'll dump on investors, and then they'll buy it back later down the road. So I don't think stock buybacks are great, but let's we'll move on. Celsius proposed extension for wind up opposition by creditors and U.S. government. Okay. If you're following the Celsius story, let me know if you have taken any actions to try to reclaim your assets, if you filled out any paperwork or had to fill any documents. That helps me to share with our audience. I've been working closely with the Voyager one. And for those that know, I went out to the Bahamas with BitBoy Crypto, and we filed a lawsuit against Sam Bankman-Fried in order to be able to subpoena information having to do with the FTX case. Looks like CoinCloud filed for bankruptcy with liabilities liabilities. I lost my place. The liabilities of 100 million to 500 million, owes over 100 million to Genesis. Jeez, that's wild. Tether reported 700 million profit for Q4 2022. Assets exceeded liabilities in new reserve report. All right, that's pretty good. Affirm to sunset crypto program after 19% staff cut. I'm not sure what it means to sunset crypto program. I assume it means like to end it. I don't know. Kraken faced probe over possible securities violation. Kraken, does pretty good. They follow all the rules, from my understanding, and they have a pretty good selection of cryptos. I think they're the only US-based exchange that offers Secret Network, which is the only smart contract blockchain program in the world that has privacy built in as function. You have your normal Moneros of the world, and you have your Zcashes, which is privacy based, but it's not a smart contract. It doesn't have smart contract ability. So Secret's pretty cool. Tron blockchain committed 100 million in grants to artificial intelligence focused projects. I mean, if you see the word AI on a project, you're pretty sure it's going to pump. Aptos partnered with Indian Web3 social chain Gari. All right, I like Aptos. Tokenomics suck on it, but I like it. It's one of the quickest blockchain on the market, and it's got massive institutional support. Let's see. Trust Wallet said users' $4 million hack was done via social engineering. All right, and MakerDAO announced Aave competitor Spark protocol. I think Spark was an XRP airdrop. Can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. And Valerie, thanks for the like. Page 92, thanks for the like. Captain, thanks for the like, and thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Let's go ahead and carry on and see what else is going on here in the world today. So let's see. We'll cover these. We'll scroll down through here. The market shake sent BTC under 23,000 Wednesday. Yeah, that sucked. From 22,900, Bitcoin tumbled. Yep. Matic was the only non-stable winner of the top 10 while ETH was down. Let's see what else. Sewer Pass dropped. A collection named Verified Great Cult was up 651%. Robinhood saw trading volume dip by... I gotta move something out of my screen here. It's like I'm getting all these notifications from Twitch. Thanks for the raid, guys, on Twitch. Appreciate you. All right, so let me pull that up over there. All right, cool. Let's see here. Robinhood saw crypto trading revenue dip by 24% to 39 million in Q4. Celsius proposed, we covered those stories. Tron covered those. Sometimes they can sneak a story that we didn't cover in here. Like this one, FTX debtors can issue subpoenas to company insiders. All right. Let's see. Bitcoin miner Argo blockchain CEO Peter Wall steps down. Okay. Deutsche Bank DWS eyes 2 German crypto firms for investment. I got a buddy over in Germany. I got to ask him about it. See if he's heard anything about them. Their headquarters is actually, one of their U.S. headquarters is actually down the street from me. Deutsche. Hermes beats Meta Birkin NFT creator in trademark lawsuit. Oh, all right. Now, Hermes is the one that makes those super expensive bags for chicks. What are those bags called? What are the super expensive chick bags called? I can't believe I just call them chick bags. A Birk? No. If you guys know what those expensive purses are called for females from Hermes, let me know. Hermes. U.S. Democrats seek more info on federal crypto mining data collection. Okay, that's pretty good. MetaMask adds onramp.money to streamline crypto purchases in India. All right, cool. I mean, those are some pretty big news stories. Let's see what else is going on. All right. DeFi scrutinization of real-world assets poses credit risk. Opportunities to the S&P. DCG creditor pact revealed with plan to sell Geminis trading unit as part of bankruptcy. DCG sells shares in Grayscale to raise funds. Let's see. Which I guess is pretty big news. I think they're selling at a discount right now. I think BTC. I mean, I guess they really didn't say if they invested in a Grayscale Bitcoin trust. I guess they just sold Grayscale. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. From my knowledge, I believe they're the only ones that have Bitcoin futures tradable. Hey, MA100, thanks for the follow and like. Appreciate you. All right. Crypto firms banned. I mean, that sort of sucks. Banned from the Super Bowl. For those that watch the Super Bowl, I believe it's coming up this weekend or next weekend. I've never been a big sports fan. I've always been more of a geek into computers, technology, just overall, just innovation. Some people like to call me a futurist. I'm just into being the first mover in big new things. All right, so that's that for that. We'll get past these here in a second. We're just scrolling through, seeing if we missed anything. All right. Last week, the biggest news is the development of Uniswap on BNB chain. Biggest news is the deployment of Uniswap on BNB chain. Okay, that's pretty big. There was a temperature check to decide which bridge provider to use, and Wormhole won with 62% votes. A16Z, which reportedly holds 4.25% of Uni, voted against the proposal using 15 million tokens. A16Z is the VC firm behind Layer Zero, Wormhole's competitor, with 37 votes. All right, so Uniswap is part of BNB now. That's pretty big. Let's see what else we got going on. I guess we can cover yesterday's too, just for the heck of it. All right, so DCG offloading Grayscale shares to raise capital. Yeah, we covered that. SBF appealed judge's decision to reveal bond co-signers. Well, we don't know where he got the money for get out of jail. We know that, at least I know that I filed a lawsuit on Sunday while I was in the Bahamas with Ben and BitBoy Crypto. And Monday morning was his extradition, and we actually stopped his extradition. We're sitting in the courtroom, and the judge and the attorneys were saying the act of God that happened, that was keeping him there, was actually us. So it was pretty funny. But later on, a couple days later, they removed him from Bahamas and took him back to wherever he's from. I believe it's Washington or Boston or something like that. All right, former Coinbase exec pleaded guilty in insider trading case. Well, I think we knew that. I think Coinbase has some pretty shady characters. I don't know if you've been in crypto for as long as I have. I've been in crypto since the Bitcoin Cash airdrop. So, I don't even know when that was. But I remember you used to be able to call Coinbase. They used to have a customer support number you could call. That has gone away. Let's see what else is going on here. Wazir X deemed Binance allegations false and unsubstantiated, taking steps to battle. The Sandbox sealed the deal with Saudi Arabian Digital Government Authority. Hedera welcomed Dell to the governing council alongside Google, FTS, and Arbitrum, whatever that is, Near Protocol to launch a Web3 learning workshop in partnership with NYU. Chili's rolled out layer 1 blockchain focusing on NFTs, P2E, W2E, and live event ticketing payments. Okay. Algorand to drive Web3 adoption in India through key partnerships. And Lido DAO presented with plan for version 2, adding staking withdrawals and more. I think we're going to see, as you'll find with the crackdowns happening on staking, you'll find that a lot of liquid staking alternatives will become more popular, things like Lido DAO. So keep an eye out on that in the coming weeks. Let's go ahead and move along to the next stories here. All right. So looks like we have some update on Injective Protocol ecosystem. These are some of the featured applications on Injective Protocol, and it looks like they're building out pretty nicely. They don't have a lot of stablecoin support. Let's see, they're offered on quite a few exchanges. Institutions that are behind them are some pretty big names. You have the Coinbase International, Pantera Capital, Delphi Labs, KuCoin, Binance Custody, and Kraken Ventures, all big names in the space. Let's see, validators, a lot of the same names you see if you stake. Let's see what else. Layer 1's built. Ooh, I see Secret in there. Layer 1. So that's interesting. Some apps and tools. I don't know much about Injective Protocol, so if anybody wants to tell me if they like it or not, let me know in the comments below, please. And if you're watching this after our live recording, feel free to leave a comment, and we definitely respond to all comments. Let's see what else. So it's Sui. I think there's a Sui and there's a Sui. SUI and I think SEI. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. Infrastructure, White Whale. White Whale was a Terra Luna thing. So I don't know. This must be a Cosmos-based application. Yeah, I'm seeing a Kepler wallet. Kepler wallet's mainly used for for Cosmos applications. Let's see, multi-chain bridge, gaming. Let me know if you've used this blockchain before, and if you like it. Leap, I hear some good things about the Leap wallet. I don't know much about it, but I hear good things. Coin98 wallet really holds everything. Let's see what else we got going on. All right, so this is the weekly commits for the networks. So Ethereum had almost 13,000 dev commits over the week, with 2,300 active developers. Then Polkadot came in second. Polkadot has some really shady stuff going on. I don't know how much I can say, but it's one of those things where it's frowned upon by everyone. It is absolutely gross and disgusting. It's connected to their founder, and he has, and this is from close circles. For those that know, I'm part of BitBoy's research team. I've worked with all the top crypto influencers. This is a new YouTube channel, so I'm working at gaining an audience over here. But the places where I get my information from are all individuals that are deep within crypto, and they have personally seen really gross things on Gavin's computer. So we believe that's one of the reasons he had stepped down from the CEO position. I have sold all of my Polkadot. I am no longer a Polkadot supporter, and I'm happy about it because I actually moved into Cosmos. Cosmos has the third most weekly commits and has 751 active developers. Then Solana. I see Solana on this list, and I don't know why. I don't know why Solana's on this list. For those that know, it was FTX's little darling child, and it has, FTX has failed. It's no longer the quickest blockchain. It no longer has all the abilities that, everyone said it did. It really has been replaced by Aptos. And I think, honestly, that Aptos is the new Solana. I mean, it has the same type of investors as well, same uh, institutional investors. So definitely take a look at that when you get a chance and see if it's something that you could get into. Let's go ahead and move along here. Let's see the next one. Oops, wrong way. Let me just pull something up here. I gotta respond to a message real quick. So let me move this over here. Let's see, 1 second, guys. I'll be right back with you. Just gotta respond to a quick message. All right. Perfect. Let me pull it back up for you guys, and we'll keep moving. We might have a special guest join us. I don't know if they're able to today, but they, I know that they wanted to come on the show and talk about what's going on. So let's take a look here and pull back up the news and see what else is going on in the world today. Let me switch back over to the news screen for you. All right. So we went over the weekly commits for the Ethereum and all the other blockchains. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, so we got SUI. So there is a SEI and there's an SUI. So SUI and SWI. So don't get those confused. I don't know anything about SWI, but SUI is by the same developers that were working on the Facebook Libra crypto, and essentially the same code that is now on SUI. Let's see what else is going on. They got on the application here. So it looks like they're building a lot of games on their blockchain. It looks like they have some bridges already set up. Looks like they have DeFi. Looks like they're on quite a few wallets already. None of those are, they all look like they're their own wallet. I've actually not used any of those besides the Coin98 wallet, which is actually not a bad wallet, but there is not a lot of integrations for the wallet itself. So I have I don't really use it anymore, but it's not a bad wallet. Coin98 wallet. Let's see what else. Dexes. It looks like it's on a few dexes. C protocol. I haven't used any of those dexes, but it's cool it's on a dex. Let's see. Infrastructure. It's overall pretty good. Let's see. In the last 30 days, users, PancakeSwap, 1 million users on PancakeSwap, 500,000 users on Uniswap, QuickSwap, Trader Joe on Avalanche, Radium on Solana, SushiSwap on Multichain, SunSwap on Tron. I've never used Tron. I just don't like Justin Sun. I mean, I'm sure he's a nice guy. I just don't like him. Um, I don't. Yeah, I won't use any of Tron's applications, even though they have USD plus, I believe it's called, or USDD plus, where staking stable coins on Tron yields you 20% APY. Now, for those that remember, we all had the Terra Luna Anchor Protocol 20%, which was fantastic. It gave you the ability to earn 20% APY on your dollars, and it was just a great place to park your money until FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, printed a bunch of fake currency into circulation and shorted the market, causing massive pain for Three Arrows Capital, which then in turn caused massive pain for Celsius, which in turn caused massive pain into Voyager, which in turn caused massive pain for all the investors, and everyone collapsed because there was one bad actor that ruined the USD. Thank you, the human experience, and thank you, Lou, for those comments. It made me laugh. I appreciate you guys. Let's take a look here. I've used VVS. I was staking on crypto.com, which is Kronos. It's their blockchain. They were paying out massive VVS tokens at the beginning, like millions of tokens a day. I think I have them sitting in a wallet randomly somewhere. But overall, looks like some pretty active users on all the chains right now. Let's see what else is going on. So this is total value locked. This is all of the value locked within the $1.1 trillion that are locked on all blockchain applications currently. So looks like we have 51 billion locked in the Ethereum blockchain space, and then 7.5 billion locked within Binance, Phantom, Optimism, Polygon, Arbitrum, Avalanche, and Tron. Let's see. I'm a big fan of Optimism. I was an early investor in it. I was also an early investor in Matic, back when you were able to use Binance. You were able to see what everyone else is buying on Binance. You could see that, what transactions were going through. And way back, like 2019-ish, maybe 2018, 2019, I saw somebody make a massive purchase for Matic. I had no idea what it was. No idea, but I was like, I'm going to buy that. It was like a cent, 2 cents. And I bought a bunch of it. And it went up and I made like $500. And I was like, all right, time to sell. And if I would have held on to that Matic today, I think I would easily have $500,000 to $1 million just on Matic. I would have crushed it. But I want to point your attention to other applications on this list. Stacks with locked value of 14 million. Stacks is a smart contract layer on Bitcoin, which I think is underutilized. They're the one doing smart city coins. So definitely keep your eye out for Stacks. Theta, you can find us live on Theta TV right now. And just wanted to say thank you to our Theta TV members. I see Steve, thanks for the like as well on Theta TV. And let's pull up what else is going on here in the world today. All right, so let's see. 7 active addresses. Let's see. By blockchain. So it's saying that Binance was the most active. Let's go carry on to what else is happening. So Optimism has distributed the $1.7 million OP tokens as part of their second airdrop. All right, so check and see if you're qualified for the Optimism airdrop. You may have gotten some more tokens. Let's see what else is going on. Recent private fundraising activities among blockchain startups. Let's see. Space ID, decentralized ID. I think it's going to be a massive play. That's why I like Cardano. Their decentralized identity system is pretty solid. Let's see. I don't know that investment firm or that investment firm. DFG. I know KuCoin Ventures. They invested into Port. Let's see. Space Whale Mask. Big Brain Holdings. Well, let me know if you recognize any of these blockchain startup companies. And if you know anything about them or you're investing in them, put in the comments below. We can definitely take a look at them. All right, so let's see what else is going on. Recent private fundraising activities. So multi-chain capital, SEC3. That's a pretty big investment by them. Alchemy, they're a big investor. Nexo, Borderless Capital, all pretty big names. They're investing in what's this say? Hydra Native. All right, so maybe that's worth checking out. I would assume that all these names here at the bottom are definitely worth checking out. Probably some pretty cool new products that are coming to the market. Now, this is how you make a ton of money in crypto: is you follow the whales. Just scoop up the scraps from them, and those scraps from them are still millions and millions of dollars. So keep doing that. Let's see what else is going on. Coinbase will list Voxies on February 9th. So that has just been launched. Go ahead and check that out as well. And web traffic to crypto exchanges in January of 23. So this is last month. This is the traffic. It looks like, of course, Binance had the highest traffic, up 4% from December. Coinbase, 34 million, up 13% since December. Then Bybit, which is a trading platform, 3%. Whitebit, never heard of it. Big BitGet, I believe that's a trading platform as well. Huobi, down 33%. KuCoin, all our degenerates out there on KuCoin, they're up 17%. I mean, that's a pretty big number. I really like this chart because, I mean, it shows that people are starting to get active back in the markets. So that's good. OKX up 1%, Bitmart up 2%, Upbit up 35%. Either just had really low volume or it's a new exchange. I don't know much about Upbit. Gate.io, MexCrypto.com, Kraken, PancakeSwap, Uniswap. We don't get any numbers for Uniswap. That's pretty good information. Let's see. Get my drink here. And appreciate you guys sticking around with us and covering what's going on. We still have a lot of breaking stories that have happened, and I can't wait to share them with you. There's going to be quite a few breaking world news stories that we'll cover here in just a sec. But you can really help out the channel by subscribing and following along, and we'll cover news daily. Take the work out of you researching it. We do it for you. So let's take a look here. What is this? Top most decentralized currencies. Discuss currencies. As I said, Sol, that's not decentralized. Top most discussed currencies on Twitter in January 23, or January of 2023. All right, so Solana, I'm sure it's all bots, up 1%. SHIB, Luna's up 11%. Let's see, ADA, not low volume. Good, good idea, but it doesn't really have any numbers I'm looking for. Let's see, January performance, Gala, just booming. So that's some cool stuff to happen. All right, so let's go ahead and cover these stories. Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates says ChatGPT will change the world. Well, thanks, Bill. Appreciate you. 121 people thought that was fire. 37 people thought he was a clown. Let me know what you think in the comments, and let's see if we can get the likes to at least 10 likes. That would help out the channel. All right, so let's take a look here. Just in, the New York regulator launches an investigation into BUSD and USDP. I don't know what USDP is, but it definitely sounds like double penetration coin. Stable issuer Paxos, CoinDesk reports. So BUSD, for those that don't know, is backed by physical gold and physical assets. It is the strongest stable coin out of stable coins, having to do with actually being backed 1-to-1 with assets, physical assets in vaults in New York. Now, the individual that I talked to this about was Alex Mashinsky. So he's the one that verified that, and I got that information from him. We all know Alex Mashinsky's story. So if you're, I don't know. I think Alex Mashinsky wanted to do the right thing. He just really, really screwed the pooch. He did the right thing all the wrong ways. And, he is the individual that brought you the tech that allows me to talk to you right now. So he brought voice over internet protocol, VoIP, to all of us. Sort of like a, grandfather of the internet. I don't know if he's old enough to be a grandfather of the internet, but he's still like the father of some internet technologies. Let's see what else is going on. Just in, crypto exchange Kraken shuts down staking in the U.S. following SEC charges. Like I said, I think you'll notice a lot of liquid staking derivatives start popping up as the crackdown on staking starts to come about. That new narrative of crackdown. U.S. banking BNY Mellon says cryptocurrency is here to stay. Well, I think BNY might be the oldest banking institution in the U.S. Someone fact check me on that. Just in, USDT entity Tether profited $700 million in Q4 2022. I'm not sure how Tether gains profit. I assume it's based on loans, or I really don't know. I don't know how Tether makes their money. We'll have to do another video on that in the future. Let's see what else is going on. All right. Just in, Canadian University Dubai is now accepting crypto payments via Binance Pay. Am I reading that right? Canadian University Dubai is now accepting crypto payments via Binance Pay? Is it a Canadian university in Dubai, or is it a Dubai university in Canada? If you go to school there, let me know how it is. And do you like it? Just in, Coinbase CEO says he heard rumors that SEC wants to ban crypto staking. Well, we just found out they are working on it. Just in, Twitter down worldwide as users are unable to tweet. Well, that happened earlier yesterday evening. Disney is set to fire 7,000 employees. Okay. Robinhood reports a net loss of $1 billion in 2022. Twitter launches a 4,000 character long form tweets. All right. If anyone's ever got those long text messages from the breakup, oh, there we go. Hey, let's see. Artnan, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Thanks for the like. Thanks for joining us. We're talking about all the news happening in crypto and world and economics, macroeconomics, microeconomics, and we're answering questions. Thanks for the comment. Let's see. Justin, self-proclaimed Bitcoin creator Craig Wright loses BTC copyright claim in UK court. All right. Well, that is a win for everyone else. Now, I get a lot of hate from this, but a lot of people don't know Bitcoin history very well. And I would say that you might have some crypto OGs that don't even know the Bitcoin history very well. But there is some videos out on YouTube that, just type in Bitcoin historian and learn a little bit about the history of Bitcoin and what actually happened with Visa and MasterCard removing Satoshi from some of the patents and what has actually happened and why we're stuck on megabyte block sizes for Bitcoin. Originally there was supposed to be general progression of increases in the Bitcoin blockchain data storage, the ability to store more data per block, but that was stopped after Satoshi disappeared. And Craig Wright, a lot of people don't like him, but created something called Bitcoin SV, Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, and it has the ability to store on-chain storage because the block size is so large. There's only 2 blockchains in the entire world that have the ability to do on-chain data storage. That's it. That dead none. 2. It's crazy, mind-blowing. Everyone else uses different workarounds, but the 2 are Bitcoin SV and ICP. Look it up, research it. If you want to get more information, hit me up on Telegram. Say you want to request a invitation to our private group, and I can send you an invite and get you in, and you can ask all the questions you want, and we'll get you involved in the crypto community. All right. Just in, FTX paid $20.3 million to lawyers in the first months of its bankruptcy case. Well, I think after they requested that all of the government officials turn in their donations, I don't think they're getting off. I don't know. What do you think? You think FTX is getting off the hook after requesting back all their donations from political figures? I don't think so. Let's see. Revolt launches Ethereum and Cardano staking to its 25 million users. All right. Okay. Just as the SEC crackdown on staking is starting to be active. Way to go, Revolt. I don't think SEC really likes Revolt. They really get a lot of pushback. I was involved in Revolt beta testing way back in, what was that? 2016, 15, 2016. Yeah, 2016. I was involved in Revolut's beta test. President Biden said he created 12 million jobs in 2 years, more than any president in history. Well, as you see, 739 people said he was a clown. It's weird that that's highlighted. I don't know why it's highlighted. 13 people give him a heart, and 2 people are crying because he said that. 3 people are crying now. Microsoft integrates ChatGPT into Bing search engine. Well, that's pretty cool. I've actually used it, and it does pretty cool stuff. Let's see. Let's go ahead and move along here. Oops, lost control of the mouse there. All right. I think we covered those yesterday. Let's just go over them real quickly. Fed Chair Jerome Powell says he expects 2023 to be a year of significant decline in inflation. All right. Super Bowl bans crypto ads, and Bank of England proposes 10,000 to 20,000 holding limit per person for the digital pound. That's nuts. Can you imagine having a currency that the government says, hey, by the way, you only can hold this much of currency at a time. And if you want to hold any more, first you have to spend it before you can hold any more. Or if you don't spend it in the set amount of time that we say you have to spend it, then we'll take it away from you. So that's pretty crazy. Not looking forward to the CBDC. That's why it's really important to get into crypto, because the money that you have left over in your banks, when they finally decide, hey, it's time to switch to CBDC, they're not going to allow those CBDCs to be transferred into crypto. Your money, your dollars sitting in your bank account, when they're like, hey, banks, transfer everything over to CBDCs, those CBDCs are not going to be allowed to invest in Coinbase and Bitcoin. Now is the time to be able to take that existing capital and transfer it into different digital assets before your spending and your investing is controlled. So, just my 2 cents. Buzzer, thanks for the rockets and the likes. And Joker, thanks for the likes and the follow. We appreciate you. All right, so let's go ahead and carry on here. We covered that yesterday. Let's go ahead and scroll through here. Whoop. Let's get to the bottom there. All right. Bitcoin taps 3-week lows as SEC fears liquidate 250 million of crypto longs. Panic over regulatory enforcement sees Bitcoin altcoins give up recent gains, costing long traders over $250 million in a single day. Yeah, well, I'm not happy about it. All right? I'm not happy about it. Bitcoin, crypto, let's pump the market. Let's get it back up there. I think we can do it. All right. Bitslotto co-founder released from brief arrest and questioning. All right. For those that remember, Bitslotto was the nothing story from the SEC that they're like, hey, we got the Russian exchange. They had $11,000 in their accounts at the time of seizure. We got them. Good job, guys. It's a joke. It was really just a joke. Bitcoin price more correlated to FTX developments than macro events. What? While inflation has an effect on price, Bitcoin researchers are bewildered by Bitcoin's resilience and other macroeconomic factors. Bitcoin price more correlates to FTX. I don't find that to be true. You let me know if you think Bitcoin price is correlated to FTX in any way. I find it fascinating that all of the market manipulators are currently out. And we have a sideways moving market because there's not all these crazy losers pumping the market with different fake assets and trying to squeeze everyone out. So definitely an interesting take. BTC miner CleanSpark on the hunt for further crypto miner fire sales. Okay. Agent of anti-crypto agenda Gensler slammed over Kraken crackdown. Slammed over Kraken crackdown. SEC charges against crypto exchange Kraken over its staking program have sent tremors through the crypto industry. All right. Publisher says it's trying to scrub all traces of Mashinsky method book. Mashinsky method book. The slated financial literacy book by Alex Mashinsky has already been canceled, but the book publisher is still trying to wipe all the traces from the internet. Oh, Alex. Nice guy in person. I thought he was genuine. I think a lot of us thought he was genuine. Hey, Lawrence. Welcome back, Lawrence. We appreciate you. Thanks for joining us. All right. Cracking down. SEC Commissioner rebukes own agency over recent action. Today, the SEC shut down Kraken's staking program and counted it as a win for investors. I disagree. Therefore, said the commissioner, Hester Pierce. I don't know what's going on in the U.S. anymore. It's like there's so many different factions, even within government agencies. They're starting to become so fractured. And I mean, I talk to 3-letter agencies. I talk to special agents just because of the people I work with and where I go and who I know. Uh, the people that are in charge of protecting you are the same people that are nervous about their portfolio dumping. And we'll be in meetings, and these 3-letter agencies will be checking their Coinbase accounts or whatever accounts they use and say, "Oh, market's down." It's absolutely fascinating. They are leaving the government in droves to work for technology firms, and all they're doing is getting a little experience within the government and then leaving for technology firms, crypto firms, because they pay better. At the end of the day, everyone wants to make money. We all want to, protect and represent our country and keep our, country, number one or number two. It really depends on what country you are from. But if you're number two country, you want to stay number two. You don't want to become a number three country. If you're in the US or Germany or Canada or China, you want your country to constantly do better. And, on this channel, we have a world audience and we appreciate everyone watching. There is really some distrust going on in the government all over the world. So Ethereum co-founder Joe Lubin says no chance ETH is classified as a security. Well, I hope not. I believe that it was slated as not a security back in the days of the Hyman files. I don't know if anyone follows that with FTX case. William Hyman was the director of the SEC and determined that Ethereum was not a security. So definitely something to look out for in the future, for any FUD that may be spread because of that. And excuse me. Sam, thanks for the likes. Appreciate you. Let's see what else is going on. Kraken reaches 30 million settlement with SEC. All right. Bitfarm settles outstanding loan with BlockBuy. Argo CEO resigns. Tether's assets exceeded liabilities. Wow. All right. Tether has more assets than liabilities. Well, that's good for them. It's good for all of Tether holders. Local Bitcoins closes down P2P exchange. Latest market update. Important update. Let's see what else have we covered here. 3AC and CoinFlex launch website waitlist for crypto claims exchange. The exchange will allow crypto bankruptcy claims to be traded. Oh, wow. 3AC and CoinFlex launch website waitlist for crypto claims exchange. The exchange will allow crypto bankruptcy claims to be traded according to an official Twitter announcement. That's wild. Rocket Pool's Ethereum staking service reaches 1 billion in total volume locked. The milestone comes less than 2 years after launch of its mainnet. Damn. I mean, I remember seeing Rocket Pool 2 years ago and being like, I should invest in this. No idea what it was. It had a market cap of like 10, because no one had an idea what it was. But these liquid staking derivatives are gonna explode. Kraken reaches 30 million settlement with SEC over staking. Kraken not only offered investors outsized returns untethered to an economic realities, but also retain the right to pay them no returns at all. Okay, well, I like Kraken, so stay away from them. I don't use them, but I like them. I mean, I've used them maybe once. I think I have a pro account. Dan, oh man, what's Dan's last name? Dan, the famous Dan in crypto. Dan something. He is an executive over at Kraken, and we have talked before, and he gave me a pro account way back in the day, back when like they first launched. Never used it though. Well, maybe once, maybe to buy Secret Network, but yeah, Secret Network's awesome. Are banks under pressure from the U.S. authorities to cut ties with crypto firms? Wonder why. I wonder if the government is going to go after crypto firms and try to give banks the opportunity to create their own crypto firms, because they're just easier to regulate. The government likes to do things the easiest way possible, and it's taken them 100 years to finally figure out how to regulate banks into being useless. So if they allow for banks to become crypto exchanges and stop crypto exchanges from existing and make crypto exchanges into the centralized POSs that banks are, they can regulate them into oblivion, and then really push the CBDC. And that really is, I think, the whole underhanded narrative, to be honest, is the ability for government to direct everyone to use banks for their crypto, and then switch everyone's assets that are held in these banking institutions into CBDCs. And then they're able to track every single dollar, every single peso, yuan, euro, whatever currency you're on. They're all going to be CBDCs, traceable, and you're not going to be allowed to purchase certain assets like Bitcoin. So huge red flags are starting to pop up, and that's important to be in crypto before your money's turned to CBDCs and you can't buy what you want to buy. Look at what's happening in Europe right now, where they're pushing the CBDC, where you can't hold more than 20,000 euros. It's nuts. All right. Judge extends Sam Bankman-Fried's bail restrictions. All right, well, Sam's a loser, so I bit my lip earlier. It hurts. All right. SPS discusses challenges with building GameFi amid crypto winter. Yeah. Well, MOBA games reached 20,000 downloads after 2 months. All right. Let's see what's going on here. What is this? Announcement 9081. Cointelegraph's top 100 influencers in crypto. Kib Musk? Kibal Musk? Is that Elon's brother? Keith Grossman? MoonPay? I don't know any of these people. Like, this is not the most influential people in crypto. Gary Vaynerchuk? Really? Do Kwon? Do Kwon had Terra Luna and he ran from Interpol. How is Oh my god. This list makes me sick. We gotta pull up the names on this list here. Let's go. Let's see what's going on. All right. Let's take a look and see. Give me a list. Let's see. Do Kwon is on this list. Jesus. Green. This has got to be a joke. Mm, Alex Mashinsky, 99. All right, where's the rest of this list though? The top 100. It's like they gave me top 10. What the hell, Cointelegraph? Why do you suck? Stop sucking so much. Where's the rest of this list? I don't know how to get the rest of this list. If somebody can drop me the rest of this list in the comments, so we can figure out the top 100 most influential people in crypto. Does number 100 mean that they're the most influential, or does number 100 mean they're the least influential people? Is it ascending or descending influence? Let me know, because it doesn't make any sense. All right. Well, that was a waste of our time. Cointelegraph. Let's just see if any news stories. We covered that. China launched National Blockchain Research Center. Oh, well, China's back in crypto now. I thought they blocked it. They banned all crypto. Now they're going to launch a National Blockchain Research Center. Cool. Just in time to start up for the next bull run. And then they can ban it again during the bull run next cycle. South Korea independent sanctions for crypto theft against North Korea. Well, nice to protect everyone against North Korea. They had like some crazy amount that was defrauded from investors, like billions of dollars. It was more than like some investment firm, or I don't know. It had some crazy number about the amount of money that North Korea has taken. All right, let's go back to what's going on. So let's see. Hashing it out. Let's see. Why is artificial intelligence token going parabolic? Yeah. So I was saying this earlier. If you have a token that just says AI on it, if you just make your own token and it says AI on it, it'll become worth nothing. Even though you probably put your love and care into making the name, it'll still pump just having the word AI on it at this point. Let's see. New Hampshire could become an alternative for crypto firms moving to the Bahamas. New Hampshire could become an alternative for crypto firms moving to the Bahamas. All right. State Commission has recommended that New Hampshire eliminate the gray area in which crypto companies currently operate. Why? Why would you do that? Given New Hampshire jobs and the ability to make more money. it's so crazy that different states have like different underlying gray areas. Like Wyoming, you can have um, LLCs that are, don't show the founders, and then you can hold that LLC in a trust. Um, it's crazy. All right. Bitfarm settles outstanding loan with BlockFi AI to feature permanently crypto user experience. Nissan CEO. Let's see what else is going on. Crypto. Oh, this is crypto top 100 heroes and villains. 80 to. Oh, maybe this will give us more list. Let's see here. Are we going to get more people? No! Cointelegraph. Why do you lie to me? Is this the same list? Back to the same list. I want the rest of the names on this list. Someone find me the rest of these names. What if I click on that? Well, it just gives me a breakdown about Daquan. Can we go previous? Is there? Let's try to break it. Previous from Daquan. Nope. They are full of it. There's not 100 people on this list. They've only made 11 and just put the hashtag 81 on it. Bunch of losers. All right. So let's go ahead and pull back up. All right. Let's see what else. Waiting Genesis creditors for bankruptcy. Hermes wins case. All right. Ooh. Hermes wins case against Mason Rothschild. Meta Birkins. Okay. Well, that's cool. All right. This one I really like. So let's go ahead and pull this up here. Now we're going to start covering some macro and micro world events. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I'll be able to answer them. And Lawrence, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. OFC, thanks for the like. Appreciate you. Hey, appreciate the donation. That's really awesome. Thanks for the Theta Fuel. You guys rock. All right, so let's cover what's going on in the world today. You can't see it. It won't let me scroll down anymore on this screen here. But this down here at the bottom where it says unfolded, it says Binance introduced ZK Snarks to its proof of reserves, POR, for its verification system. So that's pretty cool. Corrections. Correlations have stabilized at levels sustainability below those seen throughout most of 2022, despite strongly correlated reactions during FOMC press conference and NFP release. What are they even saying? Let's see. All right. Let's see if we can make sense of this graph here. The BTC 30-day correlations. Okay. Gray line is S&P 500. Black line is NASDAQ. And blue line is gold. Trading figure BTC 30-day correlations. I don't really get how that chart works there. And I'm a pretty intelligent person. I just assume that. Oh, okay. I see what it's saying. So it's saying that so these numbers on the side here on the left-hand side, that's the level of correlation to Bitcoin. So gold had the lowest correlation to Bitcoin. NASDAQ and S&P 500 had the highest, and NASDAQ ended up finishing off with the highest correlation to Bitcoin. All right. Let's see. Coinbase says its staking program is not affected by today's news. All right. So that's pretty big. Coinbase does do some staking. I know they do like not Theta. Oh man, XTZ. What is XTZ? I can't. Tezos. They do Tezos staking. I know they do Tezos for sure. And they do some other ones as well. Stablecoin issuer Paxos is being investigated by New York regulator. That they have BUSD, which is one of the most stable coins on the planet. Plus, it is backed by physical assets and reserves in the state of New York. So maybe they're being investigated by New York to be used by New York. But as far as like wrongdoings, they're like the cleanest stablecoin on the market. Now, I'm a big fan of stablecoins that are not specifically tied to the dollar. So I just helped launch a stablecoin on something called Shade Protocol, which is the world's first choosably private stablecoin. So you can choose to make your transactions public or private. And instead of it being back just to the dollar, because the dollar loses value over time, we backed it to 25 different world assets. Use dollar, euro, peso, gold, Bitcoin, and sort of create an ETF style stablecoin. So we're able to control the inflation by changing the percentage of allocation of different currencies to the stablecoin. It's pegged at $1.05. It's pretty cool. Shade Protocol, definitely one of my picks for next cycle. I think stablecoins are a really, really big play, and the assets behind them that make them viable are even more valuable. So definitely check out Shade Protocol on Secret Network. That is built on Cosmos, so you'll have to have the Kepler wallet. You can purchase Secret on Kraken, which we covered earlier today, and not a shill, just sharing with you what I'm invested in. Let's see what else is going on in the world today. IRS seeks court approval to identify Kraken crypto customers. Well, maybe don't use Kraken. I'm just kidding. For those that don't know, they already know everybody that uses every exchange. Every exchange has to submit paperwork, the KYC information to the government officials. They already have everyone's information if you use centralized exchanges. If you don't use centralized exchange and you're big into decentralized and you know how to do that, Secret Swap and Secret Bridge are ways that you're able to bridge EVM coins. If, like, say you wanted to bring some Ethereum over to a Secret Network, use Secret Bridge, swap your Ethereum into Secret Ethereum, then swap your Secret Ethereum into whatever you want. But once it becomes Secret Ethereum, you're able to send transactions without them being added to the blockchain. You can choose to have them added, but it's not natively added. So pretty cool. Cat Dog, thanks for the like. Appreciate you. Let's see. Let's keep going. Keep trucking. All right. So 2022 saw a decline in revenue. Let's see. Dark net market and fraud shop revenue. Who gets these numbers? Does Silk Road have like a marketplace? They're like, we did really good this year. Let's submit these numbers. Who's collecting these numbers? I'm not sure who collects the dark net market numbers. Not sure if we can trust this. All right, let's keep going. Kraken will continue offer staking services for non-U.S. clients through separate Kraken subsidiary. Well, that's good for my buddy in Germany. And if we have viewers anywhere else in the world, drop where you're from in the comments so we can do a shout out for you. All right. Let's see. Kraken settles SEC charges and will pay $30 million. Kraken agreed to shut down crypto staking. Three Arrows Capital founders launch exchange where you can trade bankruptcy claims. That's wild. That's wild. I actually want to open that up. See if I can open that. That's crazy. Let me actually send this to my research team so they can look into it a little bit further. That's just a whole different type of product. That's nuts. Let's see here. All right. Let's see what's going on here. Bitcoin halving cycles compared. All right, so let's take a look and see what this is saying. Around the time in the past, around this time in the past, 70% of the way through, the halving cycle has always concurrently been near the bottom for the respective price cycle as well. The current estimate for the third halving is April 2024. Correct. Yes, so April 2024, we will be having the next halving. That's when Bitcoin will go from 900 Bitcoin a day to 450 Bitcoin a day. Normally, the halving occurred, the lowest point in the market for the halving historically has occurred between a year to 8 months before the halving is the lowest point in the cycle. So it's February now. So that would put January, February, March, April. So 2 months technically would be the average low for the cycle. Now, could be this month, or it could have been, last month. It's, not 100%, but just based on historic data, the lowest point in the cycles are around then. So let's take a look here. We are 69%. Oh, so what this is saying is that we're currently 69% through the Bitcoin halving cycle. That's wild. Yeah, we're at 2022 now. Well, technically at 2023. It's just not on the chart here. I'd love to get a new updated chart, see how far along we are. Let's see. Bankrupt crypto lender BlockFi takes 2/3 haircut to settle Bitcoin miner Bitfarms debt. Local Bitcoins were discontinued services, and Tether reports 700 million. All right. That is good. Let's go ahead and move on to the world events and world news. And thank you, Dolza, for the likes. We appreciate you. And TJ, thank you for TJ Den. Thanks for the likes as well. Appreciate you. And thank you for the donation of the Theta Fuel. You guys rock. Let's take a look. Let me pull up. Last time I looked at our Twitch, I was getting raided. Let me pull back Twitch up. You guys can't keep raiding me. It blows my headphones out. Twitch up. You guys can't keep. Let's take a look here. How do I get back the comments here on Twitch? How do I get back the comments here on Twitch? All right, perfect. Got you guys pulled back up there. You can find us on almost every platform. We're happy to answer any questions. I work with the largest names in crypto, uh, pretty connected to everything that's happening in the space, and happy to answer any questions as we grow this channel. Let's take a look here. Just to briefly go into yesterday's news. Bitcoin ATM operator CoinCloud files for bankruptcy. FTX and its affiliate companies racked up $20 million in legal counseling. Craig White loses Bitcoin case in UK. CoinGecko and 21 shares propose global classification standard. Oh, that would be good. Essentially, from what I understand about that, is they would be, when you launch a crypto project, instead of being able to classify yourself as different things as you advance, to like change the tabs you fall under. Some companies would classify themselves as DeFi and then appear under the DeFi tab. And then some companies would classify themselves as DeFi and NFTs, so they would fall under both tabs. You have to pick your classification and then stay with it. So I would like to see that. Let's see. CME's ETH futures bias has grown in the last few weeks and is now set to similar levels of that of BTC. All right. Dubai prohibits privacy coins under new crypto rules. Well, isn't that funny? Dubai prohibits. They're prohibited from using these things in Dubai. No for you. No privacy for you in Dubai. I don't know how they would stop that, but they should check out Secret Network. It's built on Cosmos. It's pretty cool. All right. Three Arrows founder refused to comply with subpoena. Stonewalling probe. All right. He did not want to be probed. Crypto assets on SEC's 2023 to-do list. Let's see. Crypto firms ban Super Bowl ads. The current Bitcoin drawdown mirrors that of 2017, 2018. Let's take a look at that. Bitcoin drawdown tracks the prior cycle of the 2017 cycle. Well, I mean, that sort of matches what I just said about where I think the low point in the cycle is. Definitely worth keeping an eye out. We normally bottom out about 8 months to a year prior to the halving, and it's definitely worth keeping an eye on. In my opinion, institutional players are currently purchasing these lows, and toward the election, we're going to turn on the money printers. It's going to boost up businesses, pump the markets. People are going to be able to sell shares not at a loss, pump that money back into different asset classes, and then start purchasing crypto just in time for 2024, April, next bull run for Bitcoin. Well, the halving happens in April 24, but it does take about a year for supply shock to kick in for the Bitcoin cycle. So definitely worth taking a look at. UK's Bank of England launches digital pound as a new form of money. That's super scary. I mean, the fact that they will be able to say, hey, you can't buy any more Bitcoin with your digital pound and control what you buy, and say, hey, you have to spend all this money right now or you're going to lose it. That's nuts. We already have digital money. I know because I used to issue it. I was a federal treasury officer. I funded banks during COVID. I did all the pandemic funding for all the banks in the US. All the money's already digital. To create this new digital money that's more controllable and more censorable, They can say, hey, you can't turn your euros into Bitcoin anymore. You have to keep them in CBDCs. You can't uh, you can't invest in what you want. That's crazy. I don't promote leaving your money in banks because if you're stuck holding your money in banks, when the time switches to CBDCs and these new digital currencies, digital dollars and pounds, you won't be able to invest in what you want. So definitely keep an eye out on that, and let me know if you have any questions on the steps to take to protect yourself. BIS is working on a monitoring system for stablecoin balance sheets. Well, okay. BIS has a headquarters right where I am, right down the street. Interesting. Turkish rock star and charity established crypto donation wallet for earthquake support. I don't know any Turkish rock stars. Name your favorite Turkish rock star below. If I get a single one in the comments, it'll teach me something. I don't know. I didn't think there's any Turkish rock stars. All right. So let's go ahead and cover some of the world news today and get you guys up to date on what's going on. All right. Whoop. So when we cover this segment, there is stuff that I can say and stuff that I can't. I learned the stuff that I can't say because I've lost a couple accounts. So I am working on this new account, and I will give you the opportunity to read things, but sometimes I cannot say things. Prime Minister of Moldova just resigned. Just in. 122 people are happy. 61 people are confused. And 2 people think, wow face. All right. Let's see. Just in. Putin will address the Russian Federal Embassy on February 21st. The Kremlin press secretary says TASS. All right. Cool. So just look out for that. Put that on your calendars. New. Bill Gates believes that ChatGPT, a biased AI chatbot, is as significant as the invention of the internet and will change the world. Well, thanks, Bill. Thanks for telling everybody something we all already know. Thanks for not doing any innovations to Windows in the last 60 years or however long Windows computers have been around. And I wish we could go back to Windows 95, to be completely honest with you. But yeah, thanks, Bill. The same individual, I don't know how much of a list I'm allowed to say, but also owns the most farming land in the United States. Just buying all the farmland in order to control the food supply. Just interesting information. All right. So let's see what this is. Ukraine rocket campaign reliant on U.S. precision targeting, officials say. Breaking news from around the world. All right. Well, this is how many reactions we have to that. And 8 people are crying about it. So definitely Ukraine military almost never launch rocket rounds at Russian targets without detailed coordinates provided by the U.S. military. Well, I guess they got to get their information from somewhere. Just in, South Africa declares nationwide state of disaster over power crisis. I believe South Africa has just been in natural state of disaster for the last 30 years. Just in, Meta has restored Trump's Facebook page following a 2-year suspension. Wow. All right. Let's see. Well, welcome back, Mr. President. Let's see what else is going on. Spy airship was outfitted with antennas likely capable of collecting communications and was part of a global fleet directed by the People's Liberation Army. I mean, do you believe it that this balloon entered in from into Washington State and floated all the way across the U.S. and down into South Korea, South Carolina, and then was shot off the coast? It was so impossible because it was so high up. Um, I've let quite a few balloons go as a child, and I'm not sure on how far a balloon can rise before it starts to get too cold where it starts to deflate. Somebody wants to do any fact checks on that to see the height of which a balloon can rise before it starts to deflate. I think there was some other motive to keeping the balloons alive and able to cross the U.S. I think it's to push a narrative of distrust, to cause tensions within a political sense. Uh, I don't necessarily believe the whole balloon story, but I'll get more details on that as it happens. Okay, suspected Chinese environment monitoring satellites beams green lasers from space over Hawaii. See, now we're pushing this big Chinese narrative, uh, and it's not because it's like the most hip news happening in the world. I think it's to cover up something else that's going on. So definitely keep your eyes open and your ears open. There's too much just weird Chinese news being pushed right now. Russian National Wealth Fund excludes the euro in its future, will hold Chinese yuan and ruble and gold. Oh, all right. Well, that's pretty big news. I'm really concerned with the world reserve currencies at this point. Uh, the dollar, of course, in 1932 was established as the world reserve currency. In 1975, it stopped being backed by gold. We almost lost the world reserve currency at that time. But what ended up happening is the U.S. convinced the rest of the world to do all oil deals in dollars. And the dollar has kept its utility for the past 60 years because of that utility. But recently, China and Russia have started doing all oil deals in Russian rubles or Chinese yuan. So what that's caused is the ability for them to leverage their own currency and show that the U.S. is powerless to stop anything, stop anyone from using any currency they choose for oil deals. Uh, and that's really only been the utility keeping the dollar as the world reserve currency. So, um, super, super scary that they're no longer leveraging UK euro as a reserve currency in their basket of reserves. I believe that Russia is in a good position oil wise. They have a ton of countries that are leveraging their oil supply to meet their national demand, and I think it's a matter of time before they move into a fierce place of power because of it. Um, well, I don't really want to read that one. I just don't like to say that word on live streams. Uh, New public broadcasters of Canada, Germany, Switzerland, and Belgium aim to build fact-based digital space for citizens citing disinformation, hate, violence, propaganda, and disinformation on social network as reasons. All right, well, that would be cool if like all the information that came out was truthful and honest. That'd be awesome. Max, thanks for the like. Minute Man or Mini Man, thanks for the like. Archuin, thanks for the follow. And Nick, thanks for the follow. Pitsy Appy, thanks for the like. And Pitsy Appy, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. All right. For those that are watching live, you can catch us on Facebook, you can catch us on YouTube, you can catch us on Twitch, you can catch us on Theta, you can catch us on LinkedIn. We used to be streaming on the TikTok, but we are permanently banned on TikTok because they don't like when we give reports. So this is the second or third time we've tried to start this channel, but we keep getting banned and shut down. So help us get this information out. They can't keep censoring us and banning us. But we are live on as many platforms as possible to try to get this information out to you guys. What did I say? We're live on Facebook, Theta TV, YouTube, Twitch, LinkedIn. Where else are we live? I feel like we're live on another platform. Instagram. We used to go live on, but we weren't getting our videos showing at all. We're already shadow banned on there, so we're mainly viewed on 5. So we're constantly getting banned, and the Matrix is trying to keep us from sharing information. So this is our third attempt at getting this information out to you guys. So we appreciate you sticking with us, liking, following, sharing the content, and we will keep trying to bring it to you every single day until we have to create another new channel. All right, let's take a look here. North Korea has unveiled what analysts say is a new solid fuel intercontinental ballistic missile during a military parade in Pyongyang. Well, that's cool. Good job, North Korea. Way to build those missiles. All right. So another thing from these people. I try not to read these. These are some of the reasons that I get banned for sharing this information. But please try to read this on your screen. Let me know if you can't read it, if you need me to make it larger. But this is just one of many stories that is difficult for me to share. And there's so many more articles that I can share with you. Drop me a message on the Telegram group in the comments. We constantly make a new one. They're constantly shut down. But send me a message on Telegram. I will send you a link to all the news sources so you can follow along too. And we'll bring this news to you every day, daily, covering everything that's going on in the world today. As you can see here, the consensus of likes and vomits to this article is pretty substantial. That's how I like to rate my articles, on the amount of clown faces per article. So let's take a look in. Just in YouTube homepage is not working for many. All right. Just in, Twitter's currently broken. Just in, Disney plans to cut 7,000 jobs. What happened to the painting extremists? Oh yeah, I would like to see that. Is that something I could share with you guys? Let's see.
$51 billion. That's
Let's see if I can share this with you. All there's that. I wanted to be able to share the audio with you. Let's see if I can share the audio. I gotta add the audio capture for you to see it or hear it. Let's see, audio output capture. Let's see if that works. Let me know in the comments if you can hear this.
How much eco-extremists have attempted to cause in damages by defacing some of the world's most valuable works of art. But it's not just about the money. Climate extremists also disrupt peace and harm infrastructure, all in the name of climate change. An overwhelmingly redundant phrase. But what happens to these artworks and the extremists once the headlines fade? We'll explore the aftermath of art vandalism, the impact it has on our cultural heritage and economy, and what happened to those famous paintings. Imagine yourself walking into a world-renowned art museum and seeing some of history's most treasured masterpieces defaced by graffiti, glue, and even food. This isn't some twisted dream, it's the harsh reality that has been happening over the last year as eco-extremist groups take extreme measures to make their voices heard on the matter of climate change.
I'm sure you'll agree we're in an incredibly grave situation with the climate crisis. So Just Stop Oil has one simple demand, and that is that the UK government put an end to licensing new oil and gas in the UK. So it's very clear that the disruption will end as soon as the government issued this statement to stop new oil and gas. But we will have to continue because at the moment, I just do not know what else we're going to do.
It all began in Paris at the Louvre Museum. The Mona Lisa, a painting valued at over $50 billion, the most recognized piece of art in the world, was nearly defaced by an individual, a young man disguised as an elderly woman in a wheelchair. But this was just the beginning, as more and more famous artworks from Van Gogh to Monet were targeted by these radical climate groups. These extremists not only cause damages worth millions, but also disrupt daily life by blocking traffic, emergency vehicles, airports and supply chains, and even shutting down oil and fuel terminals. These groups' chosen methods are not only destructive, but intentionally attention-seeking, as they aim to mainstream a message through the defiling and defacing of centuries-old buildings and cultural icons. Their reasoning for these actions range from political to social, but most importantly, it's about mainstreaming heavily debated apocalyptic worldviews, doom and gloom, to emotionally convince others of their cause.
The media has failed to make political change. If you were doing your job properly, everyone would be out on the street.
I cannot say more strongly we need to just stop oil. If we don't stop oil, we're going to kill the planet.
Half of the population will be exposed to climate conditions that are unlivable.
I feel this is what I need to do because my future and all the futures of the people around me.
I'm 24 years old and I'm here. I'm here because I don't have a future.
I'm with 20 other young people who are up here with me who are terrified of their futures. I'm so scared. This is obscene.
And you might hate me for doing this, and you're entitled to hate me.
Anyone who loves their country should be on the right side of history.
But I wish you would direct all that anger and hatred at our government.
Their convictus ideology is fed by the anxiety of a seemingly bleak and hopeless future, justifying any means necessary to promote the cause. Societal and economic disruption appear irrelevant, as the ends justify the means. Because of this, their intents, tactics, and motives are increasingly being called into question. From critics who claim the movement is comprised of attention-seeking young females, to those that believe the means are unjustified, and the others who call it a form of color revolution, eroding the West's respect for its own culture. However, for each critique, there are counterpoints. There are those that highlight some paintings went undamaged, others who believe the means are justified, and those that believe the apocalypse is near for all humanity. And of course, there are the politicians, extremists, media, journalists, and scientists, all muddying the waters.
Some government and business leaders are saying one thing but doing another. Simply put, they are lying. And the results will be catastrophic.
Climate change is literally an existential threat to our nation and to the world.
Climate change is making it easier for the heaviest rains to become even heavier. And this summer is a good example of that trend, which has been playing out over decades.
Natural disasters are not getting worse. Deaths from natural disasters have declined over 90% over the last 100 years. We're just much better at dealing with hurricanes and floods and non-climate related disasters like earthquakes as well.
Attempting to say, oh, this is global warming, the floods in Pakistan, and these events would have happened anyways.
And there's the average of all their models. And then here's the real temperatures as measured both on Earth and with our satellites.
But wait, this episode is about famous paintings, not the climate crisis, so subscribe to not miss part 2 on the climate crisis and leave a comment with other topic ideas. One last thing though, why aren't Western governments being tougher on these extremist groups? Should they? Well, an extremist view on climate makes the government's own policies, such as the 2030 agenda, look more reasonable by comparison. It may be helping the government appear more even and measured. However, at the time of recording, Rishi Sunak and the UK government have proposed a new public order bill that would hinder these climate extremists' actions. But these groups say they'll violate it anyway. The same could be expected for groups in the United States and the rest of Europe. As the ideology continues to escalate, climate extremist branches are popping up all over the world, with names like Declare Emergency in the USA and others, each with their own unique tactics. For example, Tire Extinguishers focuses on targeting SUVs and even electric vehicles, intentionally deflating the owner's tires so they can't drive. Finally though, what really happens to those famous paintings? Well, many of these iconic pieces are either behind glass or glazed, such is the case for the Mona Lisa and Van Gogh's Sunflowers. Take the National Gallery's word for it if you don't trust mine. But paintings with glazes still require restoration and greatly increase the risk of irreparable damages if attacked. Despite the violent appearance of these viral extremist videos, these artworks are usually cleaned, restored, and the frames are replaced. However, this comes at a cost, as museums and galleries must invest in expensive technology and measures to protect the artworks and restore them. For the buildings and statues that find themselves in the crosshairs, that's a different story, one that requires lots of cleaning chemicals, man-hours, and money. Art vandalism and defiling may seem like a small act to some, but the aftermath of art vandalism extends beyond physical damage. It causes a ripple effect throughout society, and how our societies view themselves is very important, as well as the emotional and economic costs of damages. It's important to remember that these artworks are not just pieces of art, but symbols of our culture and history, and they should be treated with the respect and care they deserve. Let us know what you think in the comments. Subscribe.
How far is reality from this doom and gloom fear?
It's very far. It's very far from gloom and doom. Okay.
So it's not upon us.
No.
We are back. That was just a little break. Use the bathroom there. Appreciate you. But wanted to share that with you. Let's see. Are we got the mic back. All right. Wanted to share that with you. Oh, let me cut that. Wanted to share that because we are working closely with a blockchain company that's building for Lamborghini, Rolls-Royce, L'Oreal, Disney. They've already built our backend, but we are taking fine art from all over the world, Kandinsky's, Rodin's, Picasso's, Monet's. And we're actually scanning them in with 3D scanners. Part of our team is from Pixar, and we have 3D scanners, and we're scanning in art and putting it on the blockchain. And we are in turn creating 3D replicas of physical art. And then when you buy the physical art, or when you buy the NFT, you'll actually get the physical art sent to you. So really creating a provenance on the blockchain, enabling individuals to save all of this fine art. It's really a shame that some of these masterpieces, some of these things that you would like to see in person one day are being destroyed by selfish individuals that don't understand how the world works. And we're trying to save some of these artworks by adding them to the blockchain, really just fortifying their longevity. So the application is called Fans Fine Art NFTs, and we will be launching a $500 million collection on the blockchain, hopefully in due time. Let me go ahead and get us back on the news here. Give me a second to get situated. All right. I'm like running out of drink here. I need to get an assistant. If anybody wants to be my assistant, let me know. I am hiring. I need an assistant. It can be digital, but yeah, super helpful to have an assistant right now. In-person assistant would be even better, just so I could have someone bring me drinks. All right, non-alcoholic drinks. We don't drink here. We're actually opening a slew of booze-free bars across the states. They're called kava bars. Pretty cool. Catch a slight buzz on the drinks without alcohol and without inebriation. So it's pretty cool stuff. All right, let's go ahead and get these other articles rocking and rolling for you. Let's see, how do I get back to... There we go. All right. Let's pull this up here.
Hello. Well,
nope, don't want to do that. Hold on one second, guys. Just getting things squared away here. Getting our Theta TV members pulled back up. I don't want to miss what you guys say. I know what you say is valuable. All right. Waving hi to you guys on Theta. Say hello there to all our Theta members. Hello to our Twitch members. Thank you for the raid on Twitch. You guys are very, very dirty on Twitch. Can't really say half the stuff you guys say on there, but our YouTube crowd is pretty docile. But we appreciate you guys, and our LinkedIn people. We see a creep in there on LinkedIn. You don't really comment too much, but I can see the views and I can see y'all watching. But y'all never really saying much. It's probably most of the government organizations that I used to work for tracking me, and what I say. I am. Well, I have your guys' attention here. I think I want to pull up the charts. See if it might be time to put in a long here. Let me take a look. So we're on the 15-minute chart, on the 200-day moving average here, and I'm getting a lot of positive indicators popping up, which is fantastic. My momentum wave is bottoming. let's take a look here. The red money wave, though, that is not decreasing. I would like this to be a green money wave. We'll probably print a big green dot on the 15-minute here. Let's see. When was the last time I printed a big green dot? Right there. And then we had this giant move, but then it quickly turned into some downward action. It's hard to tell. What do you guys think? You think I should go for a long there? Long is looking pretty juicy on Bitcoin right now. Just a quick scalp. Yeah. All right, let me get back to the news here so we can wrap up all the daily news for you. So you can start your day in the know and have an idea what's going on when you talk to other people that are just walking around blinded by what's going on and following what they see on the TikTokers. No, the real information's not getting out to you on TikTok because when I try, they constantly ban me, and there's just constantly banning my channels and banning everything that we try to talk to you guys about. So appreciate you listening and following along. We'll try to get this information out to you as quick as it comes in. Let's move along and go back to our Telegram here and give you some other news going on. All right. So let's take a look here at what is going on. This is all breaking information. This has just come out. Kraken to shut down U.S. staking services and pay $3 million fine in SEC settlement. Banks under pressure from U.S. authorities to cut ties with crypto firms. Local Bitcoin closed trading platforms after a decade of service. Mississippi passed a law protecting Bitcoin miners from discrimination. Okay, well, I think Mississippi could probably pass a law to not discriminate against something else, but it's a good start, Mississippi. All right, Paxos reportedly probed by New York regulators refuted bank charter to rejection rumors. Interesting. Bank charter rejection rumors. I mean, I could definitely see Paxos getting a bank charter. Hey, if SBF can buy a bank where some of the most fraudulent transactions and most infamous individuals are connected to, you can probably Google that. Can't really get into it. But it's pretty crazy. All right, let's see. Bitfarms paid down $21 million. CleanSpark posted $29 million losses. Binance deployed ZK Snarks as proof of reserve system. 3 ARK founders launched a new exchange trading bankruptcy claims. Bizzlato co-founder released. Okay. Really just slow day on the markets. All right, let's get back to our world news. All right, so we have quite a few breaking world stories here. Breaking, Russia says it will cut oil production by 500,000 barrels. I don't know if that's a lot. It seems like a lot. I don't know how much their daily average is. Is it 1% of their annual barrel production or daily production. I don't know how many production. Let me know if anybody in the comments can let me know what their daily barrel production is. I mean, do they produce only 500,000 and they're cutting all 500,000? Let me know. Would love to know. Oh man, let's go back to we should have put in this trade. Look at this. Oh man, did I say put in a long? Oh man, this is gonna blast off here. I feel like we should put in a long right now. You want me to put in a long live? Man, I can't. Let's look at some shorter time frames. 15-minute or 10-minute, 7-minute. Makes me sick. Makes me sick. I mean, now's the time. Now is the time to put it in. I mean, I guess I could do it. I put it along real quick. Let's see here. All right, let's get logged in. All right. Get logged in, contract, perpetual. All right, let's trade Bitcoin. Let me just go back to the chart here. I mean, I'm liking it. Let's just do a little bit. Let's just do a market buy, or we can do a fill order. What's the price at? 21.77. Wonder if we can get filled at 21.6. Let's see if we can get it filled at that. And we'll do with let's go 30x leverage. Sure. All right. And then we'll long it. Confirm. Hey, we got filled. All right. Let's see. Our liquidation price is 21147. And we'll check on that. Over time. Let's go back to the chart here. I got a good feeling about this trade as the market's awake here in the US on Friday. CME Mercantile Exchange is closed on Fridays, isn't it? Closed on Fridays? Someone let me know in the comments if that's true. Let's pull up this here. Phoebe, thanks for the like. Buddy, thanks for the like. Thanks for the follow as well. You rock. Appreciate you. Currently, we're putting in a long here and hopefully riding it to the moon. Or if we miss the moon, we'll land amongst the stars. Oh, almost knocked over my drink on my keyboard. That would have been real bad. All right. So while we wait for that to play out, I am... We only got a small green dot. It used to be a big green dot. Let's get the big green dot come back. Where's the big green dot? Come on, big green dot. Someone knows. Someone knows I just put in that long. I don't even really want to check it now. Oh, we're negative 30. $30. We're negative $30. It's just been a bloody day. Bloody day. We would like to come back. Let's see it. Shorter time frames. All right, 10-minute. It's looking hot. 7 minutes looking good. I mean, we're gonna just do a quick scalp on this, real quick. We're gonna get in and get out. 3-minute. We already have it pushing back down. Hmm. 3-minute. Let's see how our 2-minute. Let's take a look here. Oh man. You know what? Oh, our green dot disappeared? Oh, that's not great. I would really like that to come back. Our green dot disappeared. We might be closing this trade a little early. I didn't wait for that green dot to confirm. That is my fault. I should have done that. That is a rookie mistake. That is something that you should definitely do. Wait for your candles to confirm before you enter a trade, because this exact situation can happen to you, where you're stuck holding your in your hand, and it doesn't feel good. We'll see what happens. Hopefully that doesn't turn into a red candle and we get liquidated. That would be a bummer. Let's take a look here. Where are we at? All right, we are negative $9 right now. Let's take a look at shorter time frame. Short time frame, okay. I don't think it's gonna have as much potential as I wanted it to. We have an R on the time scale too. Where is my chart here? I'm looking for, there it is. So this is my hidden volume indicator. What you'll see is just a little bit before it happens, I'll get these green R's before I get a little run up. I'll get a red R right before a little run down. And it's always just a little bit right before the move happens. But sometimes I get a little fake out. This one's been running for a pretty long time. This R already. This red R. So we may be due for a little reprieve. Let's stick a stop loss in just in case. We got a liquidation price at that. Let's copy that. And let's go add a stop loss. The stop loss price at, if you just enter your stop loss even $1 before your liquidation price, you'll save like something crazy, like 21% of your capital in your account. Let's see. We want to probably set our liquidation price. What's the current price? So I don't like that. I can't move the screen to see what the current price is. 21758. 21758. Stop loss 21758, and we'll set the stop loss to let's say I'll set the stop loss to 6. Yeah, that should be good. Firm stop loss. All right, cool. So that makes it so if the it starts to drop to that, we're not paying attention. I'll just exit the trade for us. We'll take a small loss, but better than having your entire portfolio get liquidated. So just a little something fun to show you guys, and we'll do more trading, and I'll cover these charts for you so you can really learn something, and trying to get this information out to you before we get our accounts banned again. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but appreciate you guys sticking with us. All right, let's get back to the news here, and we'll check back in on this trade in just a little bit. Oh man, this makes me nervous. All right. All right, so let's see what else is going on. Squirtle, thanks for the like. Crypto Bounce 1, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. All right. Moldova summons Russian ambassador. Let's start that over. Moldova summons Russian ambassador after missile overflight. All right. Breaking, Putin to deliver State of the Union address February 21st. Number of Chinese migrants illegally crossing into the U.S. during the last 3 months of 2022 skyrocketed by 700% compared to the same period last year. All right. Breaking, Kiev says 2 Russian missiles crossed NATO member Romania's airspace on the way to Ukraine. New South Korea ends I shouldn't say that word. Visa restrictions for China travelers. No deal as IMF leaves the crisis hit in Pakistan. Rescuers race to find Turkey, Syria. Quake survivors toll tops 21,000. Florida House passes bill that would strip Disney control over the special tax district and hand it the reins to Governor Ron DeSantis. I believe that has something to do with Disneyland and how they are taxed. I believe they were taxed at like a super low rate, like that they were considered like a park or recreation or something, and they were taxed as like land or like a conservative land thing. I don't know, but good move for Florida. I mean, the fact that ticket to get into Disney World now is like $350 a person. They'll be okay. Russian-born woman convicted by U.S. court for trying to blank her American look-alike with blank cheesecake and then stealing her identity. Huh. Well, that's crazy. I could probably read that out loud. Sometimes I don't want the bots to pick up on what's going on over here, but we'll read it out loud for our dyslexic viewers. Russian-born woman convicted by U.S. court of trying to kill her American look-alike with poisoned cheesecake and then stealing her identity. That's wild. Anything to get out of Russia, I guess, right? Amsterdam bans smoking cannabis in the red light district. Oh, well, good for them. Not a fan of cannabis. Yeah, I think you can do it while you're young. But for me, it gives me anxiety now. I don't, not really into it. I like kava drinks and kratom drinks. Um, and nice hot tea. I'm older now. Just like the finer things in life. SpaceX conducted a successful test firing of the engines on the most powerful rocket ever built, designed to eventually send astronauts to the moon and beyond. I thought we already sent astronauts to the moon. If it's the most powerful rocket ever created, why would it be to send astronauts to the moon? Hey, I'm not the guy that's gonna, say, hey, it was a movie set. That's not me. But people say things like that. I mean, I guess it's the writer for Inside Paper. So, or is Tesla saying that? And that's a quote from, I don't know. I don't know how news announcers talk the whole time, because doing this, we've been going now for about 2 hours now, trying to get you guys updated on all the news, and it really just starts to tear at the throat. But for those that don't know, SpaceX, pretty awesome. They launched an Ethereum node into space. So if all the power goes out on the planet, Ethereum will be rebuilt because there is an Ethereum node launched into space by SpaceX. And great question. Coming to us from from Twitch. Our Theta chats normally pretty hype, but they're just, I don't know if they're just waking up or what's going on over at Theta. They're all quiet, but great question on Twitch. Hero asks, what about Bitcoin? Well, a Bitcoin node was launched by NASA into space. Google it. Pretty cool information. Actually launched several years ago into space by NASA. In case the Bitcoin network goes down on planet Earth, it can be reconstructed while individuals are on Mars. So that is pretty cool. All right. Russian amassing 500,000 soldiers, 1,800 tanks to launch an offensive in 10 days. All right. Suspected spy Chinese balloon flew over U.S. Western-made components with English language writing on them. Interesting. Well, it would prove my point right from what we talked about earlier. Let's see. Was capable of listening to, just in. The alleged Chinese spy balloon was likely capable of listening in on Americans' communications and pinpointing the location of those conserving on the ground. I don't know. Whatever. Bill Gates defends his private jet, saying it's not part of the climate change problem. Well, maybe only Bill's jet is part of the climate change problem. Who knows? I don't know how big his jet is. Death toll rises in Syria after earthquake. Meta has restored Trump's access. Senior official voiced optimism Thursday that China could be deterred from invading Taiwan over this decade. Okay, well, that would be cool. And that is, I believe we've covered all the news and got you guys up to date here. Let me just check everything. see here if we're missing anything. All right, guys, we have everyone back up to date on everything that's happened in the news today. That will get you all set up to talk to everyone, talk about what's going on in the world today. Hopefully, you found some value in what we've talked about. Starvelopolis, thank you for the like. Buffy, thanks for the follow. And /chat, thanks for the like as well. We've been talking about all the news that has been going on all over the world. We've covered some pretty critical topics. We do this every day, and I try to get you set up for the very next day so you can keep track of what's going on. We come to you every day exactly at 3:30 Eastern Standard Time in the morning. So midnight California time and whatever other times it happens around the world, just to get you prepped for the next day. So this gets time to process in YouTube and go live. We want to make sure that everyone stays up to date. And if you find value in staying up to date on daily news topics around the world, from money, macro, micro, economics, crypto, anything like that, make sure you like and follow. It really helps the channel out. And this is our second or third time trying to get the channel live, just because we constantly keep getting banned and shadow banned from you guys getting to see this news. So if you follow, you can definitely get notified when we come online. And if you are on Theta, you just click the little heart button and it allows you to follow us on Theta. If you are on YouTube and you're in the live comments, just exit the live comments, click subscribe and click the little bell notification. If you're on Twitch, I just pray for you guys. You guys are sick over there. And Facebook, if you're on Facebook, just tell your grandmother that you need to use her account so you can watch our videos. And if you're on LinkedIn and you're looking for work, please reach out. I can help you and connect you to different industries, and love to help out any way I can. We run nonprofits for veterans. We run a booze-free alternative clinic for people that want to be social and still go out and have a good time. I work for the largest crypto influencers in the country. I work with BitBoy Crypto on a daily basis. I've held different federal positions, printing money around the world, and different financial roles, just helping educate individuals on financial literacy. If you have any questions about any of that, please reach out, and I'm happy to help. I want to be able to hear. I want to be here to answer any questions you have. Let me see. Let me check. There's any other questions here. All right. I think we're good. On the link tree below, there should be a link tree /TalkinOmics. You can find our Twitter. Follow us on Twitter and our other channels. It helps me out greatly. If you want to be connected to me personally and get your questions answered, send us a message on the private Telegram, and we will put you into the group with all of the main users, so you can stay up to date on all of the upcoming news that happens around the world. But Richarus, thank you for the like. Appreciate you. Ba786, thanks for the like. Laura Crow 26, thanks for the like. And Slash Chat, thanks for the like. Appreciate you. Let's see if there's any other news that's happening around the world. Yeah, I think that covers it, guys. Appreciate all of you. You'll have a good rest of your day.